All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my live stream section. You can see I'm just trying to hurriedly make up this live stream section because I believe that this live stream session is going to be really impactful and it's really going to be helpful to a lot of people who are going to be watching it. Today is Sunday. Yes. I'm just coming back from church. But while I was still in church, I had to go online. First, I was with my phone, I understand, and my Bible is in my phone, so I had to already go online. And when I went online, I didn't even bother. Where I just went to straight was I went to Twitter. I went to X, formerly known as Twitter, but now it's not known as X ever since it was gotten by Elon Musk. Yes, so um, I went on Twitter and I checked out the JAM headquarter, that is JAM official handle, JAM HQ. You can follow them on Twitter at JAM HQ. So I went to their handle and I got to find out that they have finally released results of students that receipt. Those students that wrote the exam again, those ones in southeastern states, that is Abia, Ebonyi, Anambra, yeah, those ones in the southeastern state, and those ones in Lagos state. And it's something that I never believe is going to happen. Although I already know that it's very possible that such a thing is going to happen. I already know that it's going to happen. And after that, I went to my jam group. I went to my group because I have up to 3 jam group that I am currently handling. Um, so while I was there, I started seeing students dropping results, and I was still in charge, but I didn't concentrate much. Only for me to finish. Yes, the base. What's up? The result was good. Like the result was so good. Like I wasn't even able to concentrate in church. In church, the base. What's up, bro? I wasn't even able to concentrate in church. Only for me to come back to the house, and I started going through my WhatsApp. Some of them were sending it on. Uh, Jasmine, how are you? You're welcome. So some of them were sending this message on disappearing, like one time message, right? So I had to view it. Imagine someone that scored 163 in the first jam, like the person receipt and wrote the exam again, for the person to have 300. This one is not something I really I can. It's just that it's not here in this phone, and I don't know how to. As I'm live streaming, I would have even gone on WhatsApp to show you these messages in my DM, right? Like someone with 163 and is having 300. And wow, I use some of your tips to pass for real. Wow, that is good, bro. That is good, bro. I'm so honored. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Like I was so surprised. Like imagine someone having 163 and only for you to write exam in space of, is it 1 week to 2 weeks, right? Like in space of 1 week to 2 weeks, and somebody is having 300. And just that it's good though, it's good, but just that I started feeling bad. Somehow I felt bad because of those students that are not in southeast states, like those southeastern state and Lagos state. Because like some of my friends in Cross River State here in Calabar, I felt somehow for them because I also believe that although some of them pass, like my friends, some of them pass, some of my tutorial students, some of them pass, but I also believe that had it been they had the opportunity, then they would have been really able to score very high. Ambassador Marvel Zion, what's up, bro? It's like I have this ambassador. It's like I have your WhatsApp number. You are in our WhatsApp group, ambassador. It's like I have your number. There's someone there that's ambassador. I believe you are going to be the one. What's up, bro? Happy Sunday. So like I was saying, just but it's well. No opportunity has been given. But the thing is, also, yeah, you are the one. Yeah, I see this. I have your number, ambassador. I have your number. How is it going now? Happy Sunday. But I don't know. I was trying to check it out. I saw it in some newspaper, but I don't know whether, but not normal physical newspaper, like online newspaper. I don't know whether it's actually legit or not. But it seems those people that miss their exam, they will still write again. There were some people, there were some students that missed their exam because of, although like I always say in my video, if you are writing an exam in a place you don't know, you need to go there a day before that day. Like if you are writing on Tuesday, it's better you go to that place. Yeah, bro, I am back. I am back. I am back. What's up? Yes, yes. I'm glad you have recovered. Yeah, bro. It wasn't. When we are having, for those of us that are not yet in our WhatsApp group and specifically our post-UTME group, I was having a post-UTME class. We started our post-UTME class on Friday. Yes, it was on Friday, and I felt sick. Right, I was sick on Thursday. I've started my laboratory post. I started my laboratory posting at the hospital, University of Calabar Teaching Hospital. So laboratory posting as medical students, you have to, especially medical laboratory science students, we have to be working each of the unit. You understand? Because medical laboratory science is like, it's like a department, just like medicine and surgery. It's just like a department, right? But inside those departments you have units, right? For medical laboratory science we have histopathology unit that deals with the study of tissues, the disease conditions of tissues. It's like I want to teach. But an hematology, you have hematology. Hematology are those people that are in charge of that blood screening. You understand? They gives you, let's say, okay, you go to the hospital now and you say, okay, you want to do HIV test. You understand? You want to do HIV test, you want to know your blood group, right? You want to know your genotype. The people that are in charge of that particular test are people that are known as hematologists. You understand? There are people that are known as hematology. The base, I won't send you 2K for data, bro. Keep going up, man. All right. 70 7062462746. That's my OP. 7062462746. That's my OP. Thank you so much, the base. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bertilin Souza. What's up? What's up? Their name reminds me of a book I read when I was still growing up. Yes, that was when I was still in primary to secondary school. Their name Souza reminds me of. There was a book we read back then about a guy known as Souza. Yes, the name of the book was Adventure of Souza. Right. I don't know whether you have read that book, but it's nice. It's nice. Okay. 70 the base. 7062462746. 7062462746. That is OP Basi. You are going to see Basi Ejogba. Yes, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. So Suza was a very, he was a guy that was very, very troublesome back then. You understand? In the book, according to the book. So like I was saying, when you go to the hospital for your testing, right? It's okay, I want to go and know my blood group, my genotype, my HIV status and stuff like that. The people that are in charge of it are known as the hematologists, although they are all medical laboratory scientists, right? Then if you also go to the hospital and it's okay, I want to go and do malaria test sent to Basi. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Wow, wow, bro. Thank you, bro. Wow, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The base. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I never expected getting anything this Sunday. Just wow, I really appreciate, man. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much. So if you go to the hospital now, it's okay. You are not feeling fine, right? It's okay. I want to do my blood group. Sorry, not blood group. Blood group is hematologist. Okay, let's say like the way I had fever, right? So for you to know that you are having fever, that's malaria, right? The people that are in charge of that particular test, right, are known as the bacteriologists. You understand? You go to microbiologists. You have the microbiologists, bacteriologists, parasitologists, and the rest. Right? Those one is for a unit that is known as the microbiologist. Then for the histo and the chem part is like someone that is having like let's say prostate cancer. You understand? Prostate cancer. They are in charge of, okay, let's say, okay, no, men, right? Prostate is mainly for men, right? So people that are having symptom of prostate cancer, you go them, the chemical pathologists are the one that will check for it and stuff like that. So we had one full week of uh, we have one full week of stress. It was so stressful. You wake up by 7, you wake up, you wake up around 5, you have to read and prepare, you have to be in school, you have to be at the hospital before 8 o'clock. That means you have to be at the hospital at least 7:40, but you have to be at the hospital before 8 o'clock. And when you go to the hospital, you are not going there to sit down, right? You are going there to learn. So it wasn't something that was that easy. I was struggling. And on Friday, when we are supposed to start our post class, although I felt sick on Thursday, but I bought drugs that Thursday. I took that Thursday, took the morning, that Friday morning. Then that Friday evening, I didn't take the drugs that Friday evening because I haven't eaten yet for that. As of that time, I was waiting for my food to get ready, and I said, okay, let me use the opportunity and continue our class. Only for my leg to start getting hot, and I couldn't continue with the class. I just had to end the class, get my food ready, eat my food, and just I slept off. But by the grace of God, like I posted in the group that I took my last dose today, and I am up. Like that's why you can see me doing this live stream, because I am okay, very, very okay right now. I'm very, very okay and right now. And if you are not yet in our Positemi group, I don't know whether I should show you something. Let me show you something. Let me just show you something. This is my marker. This is my marker. Let me just wash out what you are going to see on the board. Just wash out what you are going to see on the board. I don't know. Yep. I don't know whether you can see something on the board like that. Let me show you something on the board. Right? You can see, although it's going to be bent, right? It's going to be inverted, right? What you are seeing there is positemi questions. I'm currently working on positemi questions for you people, right? I'm currently working on positemi questions for you people. Um, I'm solving those questions because I've been able to gather some of the university positemi questions, like University of Calabar, UNN, OEU, is it ROSU, River State University in Aba? Yes, ROSU, something like that. I've been able to gather some of your positemi questions. Sorry. I've been able to gather some of your positemi questions, and I'm already solving it. You understand? So, but the video, I don't know whether the video is going to be ready by tomorrow, because I've been able to solve some of the questions. I want to solve at least 50 of the questions. That's for chemistry and biology, right? I'm going to solve at least 50 of the questions. That's 100. So for the chemistry, I've been able to solve some, but I don't want to be dropping in part. I want to just drop it as a one-time video. You understand? So I will be dropping it very soon. I will be done with it because after this live stream, because I will start live streaming for at least 1 hour. After the live stream, I will immediately start going back to see how I can solve the remaining questions, right? So that is just it. Then, for those of you that are writing post TMA, the thing is, JAMB is done and dusted too. JAMB is done and dusted. But the next obstacle you have right now, if your school is writing post TMA, is that post TMA, right? Because now the JAMB is for everybody in Nigeria. Whether you are going to college of education, whether you are going to polytechnic, whether you want to go to university, you must write JAMB. But now, post-UTME is being organized by that school. There was something I saw on Twitter that broke my heart, right? For me, I'm mostly on Twitter, you understand? But I don't have like a verified account. Like I don't have an account that account is just like fake account. Now you understand? Like no details. I'm just there to see how I can just. King Kelvin, what's up, bro? You're welcome, bro. Welcome, King Kelvin. So I'm just on Twitter, like you'll just be getting information, but I am not active. The only social media I'm very active on is Facebook. My name on Facebook is Basi Ejogba. Then I'm also on WhatsApp and YouTube. That is the only place you can find me. Then for Twitter, I'm there, but you cannot see me because I didn't use my details. I just had to go there anonymous. You understand? So that was just how it is. I saw something that broke my heart, and that was when I knew how important post-UTM is. Someone applied for, is it OAU, right? Uni Lorraine. And these schools, because the thing is this, some schools, in fact, all the schools in Nigeria, or majority of the schools in Nigeria, operate on different post-UTM formats. Let's say for the University of Calabar now, what the University of Calabar does is that, let's assume you have 200 in your JAMB. You score 200 in your JAMB. And in your post-UTME, you score 200, right? What they do in the university, or what we do here in the University of Calabar, is that they will add to your post-UTME score and your JAMB score, that is 200 plus 200, that is 400, right? They will now divide it by 2, that is 200, and that will make up your aggregate that will now allow you, or that will now determine whether you get admission to study that particular course you want to study. You understand? So that is how they do it in the University of Calabar. But for that particular school, I don't know whether it's UNN or Uni Lorraine, I got to find out that they do their own in grades, like grade point, where you have to get up to, let's say, okay, you scored up to 304 in your JAMB, then you have to get up to, is it 75 points before you can even get admission to study medicine and surgery. That was how the girl lost her admission. The girl scored up to 317, up to 317 in JAMB as of 2024. That was last year. She scored up to 317 or 320 something in JAMB. Then instead of, for the post UTME, she didn't score up to 75. What she had was, is it 73? Yes, 73. And that stuff denied her from getting admission. So that was when I knew how post UTME, or that was how I knew that post UTME is so important. Understand? And that really gave me a lot of interest to start working on it, because I know that some of you, a lot of my friends also are going to write this post UTME, and I don't like my friends failing, because me too, I'm not a failure, so I would not like to see my friends failing when actually I can help them. Luzima de la Cruz, what's up? Luzima de la Cruz, is that not Brazilian? That name does not sound Nigerian. Luzima de la Cruz, welcome to your live stream section. So if you need the post UTME past questions, although I don't have for all the universities, but for some of the universities I've forgotten, but I know that I have for University of Calabar, I know I have for major, I have for Uniben. I just have for some of the universities, but I don't think I have for all the universities. I'm still sourcing for it so that you can easily get it from me on WhatsApp. Understand? So what I was trying to say is that JAMB is done and dusted though, but another one is this post UTME. So you have to start taking your post UTME very serious. Someone chatted me up, that was in church, when I came online. So the person chatted me up and was asking me whether a particular, was it 183. He said whether 183 get me computer science in the University of Calabar, something like that. So I said yes, actually 183 can get you ambition into the University of Calabar to study computer science, but that is also dependent on your post UTME score. You understand? So the guy was like, what is the nature of your post UTME in the University of Calabar? I couldn't answer that question because I was in church. The major reason I came online was because of I wanted to check JAMB Twitter handle, whether they have updated us on anything. So I couldn't answer the guy. I haven't answered him, but I believe after this live stream, when I'm done with my videos, when I'm done with everything online, then I want to rest, I can just go on WhatsApp, then I can just use a voice note. If he's not watching this live stream, then I will just tell him. But if the guy is currently watching, Kelvin, it's like you're the one, Kelvin, King Kelvin. You know the one that chatted me up, asking me about Unical stuff. King Kelvin, it's like you're the guy. Are you the one? King Kelvin, it's like you are the guy that asked me the nature of Unical post UTME. I believe you are the one, King Kelvin. That was how I saved it. King Kelvin. That was how I saved the guy number. And I'm just getting to see this King Kelvin right now. You understand? So it's just bringing it up to me that you are the one. So for Unical, for University of Calabar, how their post UTME looks like, right? It's just like JAMB, right? So let's say a science student, they group them into science, arts and commercial. Okay, they group them into science and medicals, arts and commercial students, right? So let's say I'm a science student, medical student, right? So basically my post UTME, what I will write in my post UTME, same thing I wrote in my JAMB. My English language, which is compulsory, my physics, my chemistry and my biology. But now the thing is that when it now comes to post UTME, right? Someone is calling me on WhatsApp. Let me end the WhatsApp call. Right. So when it comes to post UTME, it's just that they are going to add some things to it, right? That means you won't just do your chemistry, physics and stuff like that. But now at this point in time, Green France mapping. Which school? What's up, bro? You, what's up? You are welcome to my live stream section. You're welcome, bro. So for Unical, post TMV or for majority of the schools in Nigeria. Let me just speak for majority of the schools in Nigeria. Although, like I said, some of them deals on point. Kali Rich, black man is king. What's up, Kali Rich? How's it going, bro? Liberty Bible Institute. Do you like free Bible studies? What's up? I teach classes. You're welcome. Michael Olson. You are welcome, Michael Olson. Green France. I am choosing GCS. GCS. What do you mean? Next year. What do you mean, bro? So, like I said, for most majority of the schools in Nigeria, basically what you'll be writing is mathematics. You see, whether you are in science, whether medical, what to do. Do you know Fabian or Paraco? Which of the Fabian? Michael also, which of the Fabian? Fabian or Paraco, from where? Which of the school? Is he a student or like from where? They are basically choosing subject in school to study until exam in 5 years. Green France, where are you from? Okay. Michael Olson, where are you from? He lives in Nigeria. Where are you from? Michael Olson. Wow. Green France mapping. Which school? England. Wow. Good to have you, bro. Wow. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I am a Nigerian. My name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level. I don't know whether they're in England. Do you people do level? Like I'm in 400 level, right? This is my year 4. I'm a medical student in the University of Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. Oh, Jagado. Roblox, the Roblox. You are from Brazil. What's up, bro? Brazil. That's Neymar. That's Neymar. That's Neymar. Michael Oxon, I live in United States. Michael Oxon, which of the France Fabian are you talking about? Because I have some Fabian. Which of the Fabian are you talking about? No, we have a lot of Fabian, right? Great France, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you, bro. Ojago di Roblox, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria and I'm still in Nigeria. Cross River State. Cross River State is a state in Nigeria, right? We have 36 states in my country. So Cross River State is one of the states, and I'm in one of the universities in Cross River State that is known as University of Calabar. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, bro. Right? You're welcome to my live stream section. Please give me click on the red subscribe button, give me a subscription. Please just subscribe to my YouTube channel if you love what I am doing. Please just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello, sir. Jennifer, how are you? Stand there. All right. So I was talking about Positemi, right? So I said it's normal. The normal subject you use in your JAMB. But now you are going to put mathematics and current affairs, right? So they will be asking you questions on current affairs. So you are not just reading your chemistry, physics, biology. You are also supposed to focus on your current affairs, right? You are supposed to know what is happening, who is the seat president of Nigeria. You understand all those questions like that? All those questions, current affairs. So please equip yourself all around, because Positemi is not that funny, right? So this is where I write my bullet point. This is one of the book I cherish most in my life. This is what's your team? My team is Sao Paulo. That Sao Paulo is in Brazil, right? Okay. If you are talking about teams in Nigeria, my team, although I used to support my state team, but I don't think they are still functional, right? Calabar Rovers, but I don't think they are still functional. But there's a team I love in Nigeria, right? When it comes to our Nigeria team, right? I love Kanu Pillars. I love Tanu Pillars, and I love Eyimba. I do You will not know them. Right? I love Tanu Pillars and I love Eyimba. My name is Dwayne. Dwayne, you are welcome. Is it Dwayne Johnson? You know Dwayne Johnson, that actor, right? Dwayne Johnson is an actor. You're welcome, Dwayne. You're welcome to my live stream section. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to encourage me. Thank you so much. King Kelvin. King Kelvin, were you the guy that are you the guy came to my DM to ask me about Unical stuff? Are you the guy that came to my DM to ask me about that Unical stuff? I just want to know whether you are the guy, right? So this book, like I said, this is one of the book that I love the most, right? Um, Ever since I started research about life, I started getting research about life. This is where I write almost basically everything. This book is like my diary. Right? This book has been there with me from 2021, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025. So what I do is I buy new books and I go meet here, right? What's your name? My name is Basi. Basi. That's Bassey. Basi. Basi Ejogba. King Kelvin, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria. Cross River State, in particular. All right. So I wrote somewhere here. I wrote somewhere here on various ways. Various ways can use to ace your post-UTME in 2025. Yes, that was various ways can use to pass your post-UTME. Wow, King Kelvin, I'm from the United States. Wow, King Kelvin, you're welcome to my live stream section. Please, I'm also open for gifting. Also open for gifting. Please, you can gift me. My channel is monetized. You can gift me. I want to buy a microphone. Although someone gifted me one time when I was that was what's his name? I'm going to check it out. He gifted me money to buy a microphone, but the thing is that YouTube, they have their policy, right? You must be able to get up to $100 before you withdraw the money. So the money is still there. It's still here. It's still stuck here on YouTube. I've not been able to get a microphone because although he sent me money and that money is enough to buy a microphone, right? But I can't get the money because of YouTube. YouTube say you must be able to get money like up to $100 before you can withdraw. So you can gift me. I will really appreciate. I would love to get a microphone for my YouTube journey, for my YouTube live stream. I would really appreciate. Jukebox, what's up? Hey pal, yeah, what's up, bro? Happy Sunday. How's it going, bro? You're welcome. So like I was saying, I was talking about how you can be able to ace your post-UTME, right? How you can be able to ace your post-UTME. So like I said, first of all is that you have to understand your school pattern. Is it aggregate? Normally it's by aggregate, right? Normally it's by aggregate. And you must also know the number of questions you are supposed to answer. Is it 40 questions in each of the subjects, or is it a total of 100 questions in total? So you must be able to know the total number of questions you are answering, right, in your school. You are preparing, you already know how. So also something that is known as negative marking. Ever since I was born, ever since they gave birth, it was in my 400 level semester. That was when I got to know something that is known as negative marking, and it was surprising. Right? It was something that was just so surprising. So the negative marking is like this. Let's assume I have 10 questions for me to answer for the negative marking. Let's say I want to write an exam, and for that exam, negative marking is applied. Right? So let's say I have question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, and question number 5. Right? If I fail question number 1, for example, and I now have question number 2, like I failed this one and I passed this one, right? This one that I fail is going to counterbalance this one that I pass. That means automatically I failed it. You understand what I mean, right? That is negative marking. And it was surprising when they used it on us when we were writing a particular exam. They were talking about negative marking. So you must know whether school is applying that negative marking. I've never heard about it. Like, I'll be hearing about it from afar, but I haven't experienced it. My not until my 400 level first semester when I got to experience this concept that is known as negative marking. And you must also know the time duration for your exam. Is it 2 hours? Is it 1 hour? Right? You must know the time duration for the exam in that particular school you are writing. Is it 1 hour 30 minutes or is it just 45 minutes? Right? So you must know the time duration for the school that you are applying for. Right? You must know the time duration for the school you are applying for. And also you have to focus on high yield topics. Right? You have to focus on high yield topics. Now high yield topics are topics that you can only get high yield topics when you get your past questions. Like I said, I don't have past question for all the schools, but you can chat me up on WhatsApp. If you have my WhatsApp number, you can chat me up on WhatsApp and just tell me that you need positemic question. Although I may not send you positemic questions pertaining to your school directly if I don't have for your school, but I'm going to send you a general positemic past question that um was gotten from different schools. Like we're able to get that past question from different schools and we compile it to make it like a national university positemic questions, right? So that is just how it is. Can check me up, I can send it to you. You get to find out that there are some topics. Let's assume in chemistry, for example, there are some topics that comes out in all the years. Like let's assume, okay, chemical equilibrium, right? Equilibrium, that is the Le Chatelet's principle, right? You can get to find out that this Le Chatelet's principle keeps repeating itself. Like question that is involving chemical equilibrium keeps repeating itself in 2015, 2016, 2017, maybe 2018, 2019. Automatically you are supposed to know that this type of questions or this type of topics are known as high yield topics. High yield topics are topics that repeat itself every day, right? Like you must see a question from that particular topic. When it comes to chemistry, right, I wrote it down somewhere when I was trying to research high yield topics for JAMB, right? And this stuff really helped me, right? This stuff really helped me. Let me show you. Yes, this is it here. I wrote, you cannot see it because it's somehow, right? You see here, JAMB physics essential topics, JAMB biology essential topics, and JAMB chemistry essential topics. I spent weeks, let me just say weeks, trying to go through past questions from um 2015. 2015 in particular, I was focusing on 2015. Although I checked other, just focusing on 2015, I was able to get high yield topics. It's topics that, as far as you are writing this particular exam questions, chemistry I wrote about atomic structure, periodic table. Cannot I am not seeing questions. So anyhow, you must get to see questions that are all that periodicity, right? Chemical bonding, geochemistry and more acid base and salt, and for biology and rest, right? Physics, we have mechanics, heat and thermodynamics, waves and optics. Now the thing is this, just that my I am busy as a student. I'm so busy, and although I'll try how to make out time, there's something I want to do. Though I love sharing everything I want to do on my, like I said, I'm focused here on YouTube, right? YouTube is a place that I document my journey as a student. I document my journey as a person, right? I love coming on YouTube to just share my experiences with people, and I also believe that as I'm sharing my experience with people, I'm also talking to real human beings, and if they also have something to contribute, they can also tell me what to do and how to go about it. There's something I'm working on, right? You can see I bought a whiteboard, right? I want to start an online school. I want to start an online school. Now this online school is going to look like this. uh, I'm going to teach all the topics in chemistry, right? I'm going to teach all the topics in chemistry, and I'm also going to teach all the topics in biology. right? Those are the two topics, those are the two subjects I am good in, right? Just a happy Akene fan. Hi, what's up? Hello, welcome to my live stream section. My name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student at the University of Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria, located in West Africa, Africa. So, like I said, I love documenting my journey on YouTube, right? So, like I want to start. Wow! Wow! Someone sends me $1.99. Wow! Frankie, wow! Thank you so much. Wow, I really appreciate, bro. Wow, this is good. Man, I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am so happy. God bless you, brother. God bless you. God bless you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much, Frankie. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, like I said, um, I want to start an online school. I was able to save up money. You understand? I was able to save up money and I got my whiteboard. This is my whiteboard. I was able to show those people that were in the last same section. Let me just show you. So this is my whiteboard, right? You can see this is my whiteboard, right? So I bought this whiteboard, and if you can see there on the board, you can see that I've already started teaching, right? So I want to start. I have a dream, I have a vision of starting an online school, right? I want to teach chemistry online. I want to teach biology online. So before next year, which is 2026, I want to make sure I cover all the topics in chemistry. I want to also make sure I cover all the topics in biology, right? Then when I cover all these topics, that I'm going to explain all the topics from atomic structures, stereochemistry, organic chemistry, water, uh, hydrogen, carbon and its compound, and the rest, right? I'm going to cover it all. Then after that, I'm also going to solve post-UTME past questions. I'm looking at starting from 2015. Yes, I'm going to solve post-UTME past questions. Then when I'm done with these post-UTME past questions, there's also another thing that I am planning to do, because that one is going to be on YouTube. Oh, you understand? Because I'm going to do it all here on YouTube. I'm just trying to see how I can balance up my laboratory posting and going to say I can balance all my laboratory posting and how I can be able to do this stuff online, right? So when I'm done with it, I want to open a website, right? I want to get a website. So the name of the website is going to be like Study Sprint, right? It's going to be like Study Sprints. The website is going to be a website where students can access JAMB questions. Let's say I don't have money to buy JAMB pass questions. You know, some people get JAMB pass questions, right? For as high as 10,000 naira, right? So excuse me, let's say I don't have money to get these JAMB pass questions and I have my phone, I have my data, right? You can easily go to my website. You understand? I'm just saying my website, but the website is not yet visible. I'm just saying like it's just a wish of something I'm planning to do, but it's not yet visible, right? So you can easily go to this website and get all jam pass questions that you want, and not just getting jam pass questions, you can also see the link to this jam topic by topic. You understand? Because some people love when they are reading, after reading they also watch video pertaining to what they just finished reading, right? So you also get a link to YouTube where you are going to watch video. Let's say you are reading a particular, you get a particular year, like you are reading the jam pass question and you are not understanding them, right? You are trying to solve it on yourself, by yourself, and you are not understanding them. Yes, that's what I'm planning to do, Frankie. I'm planning to, like, let's okay now the person is not trying to understand, like the person is reading but it's not understanding and he want to get concept about it. So I'm going to embed my YouTube link, understand, in that particular section. So when the person click on it, it's going to take the person to YouTube and it's going to see how I will be explaining that topic, or how I explained that topic, and how I also solve that particular question. These are ideas that I have. Uh, I had an idea actually, but there's something that is like someone being like shame, like I'm ashamed of. No, it's not like begging. No, it's not like begging, right? I want to go on WhatsApp, right, to crowdfund for money, right, from my friends, like my schoolmates. That just want to crowdfund for money, like if they can help me with Nigeria here we use naira, right? So if they can help me like with 500 naira, 1,000 naira, um like this $1.99 that you sent to me, Frankie. This money is, if you want to convert it to the Nigerian naira, right, it's almost 2,000 naira, right? Yeah, it's almost 2,000 naira. That's if you are converting from the US dollar to Nigeria money. That's our Nigeria currency, which is naira. It's almost 2,000 naira, right? So I want to beg my friends that if they can give me 2,000 naira, if I can be able to get money. You'll be doing big things in future. Ooh, you'll be doing big things in future. Yeah. And you too, and you too, and you too. Thank you so much, bro. And you too. Yeah. This is just my passion. I read a book about a young boy from Santiago, right, who was trying to discover himself, right. He had a dream, and in the dream, he saw that what he was looking for was in Egypt, right? It was in the pyramids, that pyramid in Egypt, right? So that was where he saw that his gift or what he was looking for in life was. So he went on a journey to Egypt, right? And on his way, he started learning new stuff and new things, right? The name of the book is The Alchemist. The Alchemist. I read that book, and I immediately knew that the best thing in life is to follow your passion, right? I love teaching. Teaching is something I love doing. I love sharing my experiences with people. Um, like what I'm doing here on YouTube, right? Um, I am not here like the major reason I'm here on YouTube is to share my experiences with people, document my life journey, get to make new friends and stuff like that. You understand? So that's the major reason I'm here on YouTube. Right. So I'm looking at the money. Money is also important because we are putting in our time, we are using our mobile data subscription and stuff like that. But at least I'm also happy. One of my Nigeria friend, um, the base, right? If you can check the comment section, I gave him my account number and he sent me money, right? He sent me 2,000 naira, right? Almost one. If you want to calculate it, also it's almost $1.99. So when stuff like that happen, it gives me joy, right? It gives me joy that I am on the right track and I should not give up. I should continue pushing and stuff like that. So, like I said, that is just the idea I have for the app and my YouTube stuff. I'm just trying to see how I can be able to juggle between my medical school and also having time for myself. The only time I have for myself is at night, right? I come back from school by 4 o'clock. That's 4 p.m. in the evening. That is the time I come back from school. Sometimes I come back from school, I'm tired, so I just have to rest, eat. You have to cook, and I'm staying with my elder brother. I'm with my elder brother, right? He's also a student, right? So he will also be tired, right? So we just have to come back from school. We are tired. We just have to rest. Then after we rest, we have to cook, right? After cooking, you have to eat, you understand? Then maybe go on social media, right? Then just go on social media. After that, you have to read, right? Just read for 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours, depending on how you want to cover, something as low as 2 hours, right? You just eat and you feel it, you sleep off. You wake up in the morning. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, and because I do push up, right? I work out sometimes. I just work out at home. And before you know it, you have to start preparing for school again. So I don't have much time for my the time I have for myself at midnight, right? So just pray how I'm just looking how I can be able to manage up my time, right? And be able to create stuff. So that is what I am to do. The idea of this website, I'll crowdfund for money. I'm going to remove shame, right? I'm going to shame and crowdfund for the money. If I can get up to getting a good hosting and getting a good hosting in Nigeria will cost me up to uh, getting a good hosting cost me up to $10. If I want to use dollar, it's going to cost me up to $10. While here in Nigeria, it's up to 20,000 naira. Then after that, uh, I can design the website by myself. I can design websites using WordPress. I will use WordPress and design the website. Then others I can take care of it. It's just how can be able to get my hosting, right? So I was talking about the high yield topics, right? If you're planning for your post term, you just have to focus on high yield topics. Like I said, there are some topics that will always repeat itself, right? These topics must always repeat. As far as chemistry, as far as physics, as far as biology is involved, it must always come out. Very, very racist guy. Hello, sir. How are you, brother? I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. How are you? How you doing, bro? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? Good, bro. So, like I said, you must focus on this high yield topics, right? Now, the thing is this, if you get to check out chemistry textbook, like the textbook we are using, just that I don't want to go to the house, like I don't want, I'm outside, right? So if I want to go to the house, the phone is going to be outside here, and I don't. So you get to find out that there are almost 32 topics in chemistry. But the thing is, when it comes to exam like JAMB and post-UTME, right, we are not going to see them setting questions in all these 32 topics. No, like when I wrote here, the topics I wrote here, it just 10 to 9 to 10 topics. So that's the most funniest thing. Let me check if that's your video. Yes, yes, yes. It was just 9 to 13 topics. Yes. For physics, I just had 8 topics. Then for biology, I had 9 topics. Then for chemistry, I had 10 topics, right? And this will surprise you that these are not just the topics that are found in chemistry textbook. They are up to 32. But you have just have 10 topics. This is to tell you that these topics are high yield topics. These are topics that will always come out every year in any exam you are writing, right? For as the JAMB, post-UTME, WAEC, these questions or questions from this topic must always be there, right? Also, if you want to actually ace your post-UTME, if you want to score high in your post-UTME, you should use your past questions strategically, right? You should be able to use your past questions strategically. Now, it's one thing to get past questions, right? It's one thing to get past questions, and it's one thing for you to study strategically. These are two different things. You can have something, right? You can have this book, but you don't know how to use this book, while another person that doesn't have the book, right, will have ideas on how he or she can be able to use this book. I hope you understand, right? It's not just by spending money to get past questions, right? It's the ability for you to use these past questions strategically and effectively. And one of the ways you can use past questions strategically and effectively is this. I want to explain in details, like I want to break it down. That's okay. You have your past questions, right? Now, don't just use the past questions and remember I talked about high yield topics. And the only way you can get these high yield topics is when you use your past questions. That's the post-UTME or the JAMB past questions, right? But for now, we're focusing on post-UTME, right? So it's when you use these JAMB past questions. When you use these JAMB past questions, let's say, okay, this is 2025, right? This is 2025. Go on to 2015, that's 2015. Go on to 2015. Check out the questions. There's how to solve, do past questions. Let me use the back of this book and show you something. Let's say okay, this is my past questions and I want to answer my past question for a particular year, right? This is what you are supposed to do. Instead of just glancing through the past question, right? Instead of just glancing through the past question, take a piece of paper, number the book, right? Number the piece of paper. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to the number that is there in that past question for that particular year, right? Now, after that, try to read the question in the past question and try to answer it on your own, right? Like, read the past question. Okay, let's say, let me get one question out here. It says isotopes are atoms of the same element, right? I have a particular question here on the board, just that I cannot see it, and if I want to be looking at it, I'm going to be straining my eye, right? So when you have those questions and you have the options, try to answer them all, right? When you answer them all, after you answer them all, go back to that past question, because at the back of that past question, you are going to see where they pen down the answers, or where they type the answers, right? Or where they give you the answers. Try to see how you can mark yourself. The ones that you fail it. Then the ones that you are correct, you mark yourself correct, right? Then when you are done with it, now take that your paper, understand, to that questions, right? I don't know how maybe I will shoot a video on this, because the way I'm seeing it, I'm not holding my phone to show you the practicality of what I mean actually, right? I'm not showing the exact way of how you should go about it, right? So let's say, okay, I don't know how to explain this for you to really understand. Let's say the ones that you feel now, take those ones that you feel, check the questions and write down the topics. Let's say you feel a particular topic, you feel a particular question, right? And that question is based on gas law. Maybe they ask you a question on gas law and you feel the question. So write down the topic, question based on gas law, right? Then move on to your textbook and start studying everything on gas law. You understand? That is how I solve my post. That's how I solve past questions, right? So go back and start studying things about gas law, and you get to find out that just because of that question that you feel and you went to study things about gas law, you will get to find out that any question you see on gas law, you will surely try, or you will surely get the answer. You understand? So that is how we solve past questions, right? You don't just cram, because some people cram past questions. Some people get past questions and start cramming it. Cramming is good though, because me, I don't like one thing I don't like is judging people. I don't like judging people, right? Cramming is good if you think you can cram it. But one thing about cramming is that it breeds tension, right? You are going to be tense, and nothing that happened, you will just forget everything that you have read. You understand? That is where cramming is not good, because you are tense, and any small thing that just happen, you just find out that your brain will just go automatically on disappearing message. Everything that you read will just keep flowing away. You understand? So that is why I don't encourage cramming, right? So you must read your past question and understand what you are reading. So you must use your past questions strategically. Fred Odonoho, hello from Ireland. Wow, Ireland. What's up, brother? Fred, Ireland. What's up, bro? How is Ireland? What time is it over there? Here is, let me check out my time. Here is 10 minutes past 4 p.m. Sunday. Sinister. Can you say Blackberry? Can you say Blackberry, bro? Blackberry. Blackberry. What's up, Sinister? How you doing? Fred, you are welcome to my live stream section. You're welcome to my live stream session. Your accent is very fluent, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I'm an African, oh. I'm an African man. Like, I from. Okay, let me give you my Nigeria accent, right? I be Nigeria boy. That's that. I be Nigeria boy. Yeah, in Nigeria, we're colonized by the British, right? So basically, that's how I speak, right? That's how I speak, that's how I talk, right? So there's this. So this, how are you doing? How you doing? Where are you from? Basically, you are from America, right? Or there was someone that was in my live stream section. She's from Holland, right? I don't think she's from Holland, but I don't think she has joined my live stream section again after that. Like, since then, she hasn't joined. Minister, I'm doing fine, man. What about you? I'm fine. I'm doing good. I'm doing good from the Philippines. Wow, welcome to my live stream section. My name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level medical student at the University of Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria, West Africa. Yeah, in Africa. You're welcome to my live stream session. How is Philippines, right? Yes. How you doing that side? How is it going over there? Affordable. You're welcome to my live stream session. Please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button. Just click on the red subscribe button to encourage me. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. I really appreciate it. Sinister. Fred, you're welcome. Thank you so much. So basically, we are talking about there's an exam we write here in Nigeria that is known as JAMB, right? So after the JAMB, for you to get admission, there are some schools that write that is exam that is known as, that is like It's okay. Are you streaming for fun? What do you want to achieve right now? All right, okay. Basically, I do my live streaming. I used to live stream twice a week. Okay, Sinister. I used to live stream twice a week. Um, Sometime I live stream. Like right now, I'm live streaming based on what is just happening in my country, Nigeria. So there's an exam we used to write that's known as JAMB, right? That is UTME, right? So that exam is like an entrance exam. If you want to enter the university, you want to enter a tertiary institution, right? You want to further up your study to become a specialist, right? So students write that exam to enable them enter the university. So they are done with that exam, right? They are done with that exam. For that was last month. They were done with that exam, but something happened, right? Some of the centers, because we have various centers in my country that you write the exam in. So some of the centers they had issues, right? So they had to make provisions for a receipt for some of the students that had issues, right? So they just released the results today, and I'm one of the tutors. If you can get to check out my YouTube channel, I teach students online here. So this is basically what I talk about on YouTube. So I'm not, should I say, I'm also like streaming for fun. Should I say for fun? Because this is, for me, it's for fun. Like this is something I enjoy doing, like talking to students, talking to basically students, because that is the major reason. Sharing my experiences on YouTube, documenting my journey. So that is what I do here on YouTube. You understand? Sinister. So that is basically what I do on YouTube, sharing my journey, documenting, talking, giving like sharing my experiences with people, getting to connect with people like you. You see, I'm a Nigerian. I've never gotten an opportunity to travel outside my country, but because I am live streaming, I'm talking to you. You see, so this is something I really love. This is something I really love. I've been talking to people from the US, right? Talking to people from the US, talking to people from, in fact, almost everywhere in the world, right? Like right now, Sinister is from the Philippines, and I'm talking to her or to him from my house. So it's something that for me is fun, right? It's cool, right? Good stuff, man. Keep it up. I see your passion. Yeah, it's just my passion. I just love teaching. It's just something I just love sharing my experiences and seeing how I can be able to help other students who are coming up, right? By sharing my experiences. So thank you so much. I'm also open for support. Get a microphone. People have been been gifting me someone gifted me some money not quite long ago, and Frankie has gifted me $1.99. But just that, one thing about YouTube is that you'll not be able to withdraw your money until it's up to $100, right? So can gift me, I really appreciate it. Your $1 can go a long way, your $2 can go a long way. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's a form of encouragement, right? When I see my YouTube channel subscribers growing, and not just growing, but people that whenever I come on live stream like this, they get to come and connect with me and on YouTube, right? That's just how I grow here on YouTube. The Porsche, hi, you're welcome, bro. Porsche, you're welcome to my live stream section. The Porsche, you're welcome. All right, I've talked about using past questions strategically, right? So the next point there again, if you want to really ace your post me, is creating a realistic study plan. Excuse me. Creating a realistic study plan. All right, talking about realistic study plan, this is where a lot of students have issue on, right? Do you have any tips for fighting procrastination? Like, you ever find yourself being distracted by things? Yes, a lot of time, right? Like, lot of time, like plenty times, distractions, right? Okay, let me pause here. Let me just address this. Now, procrastination is simply postponing what you are supposed to do at that time to another time, right? So that is what procrastination is. Let's say I am supposed to read by 7 p.m., right? I'm supposed to study by 7 p.m., but I get to find myself being distracted, right? With other stuffs, right? So I'm postponing 7 p.m. study time to probably 9 p.m., right? That's what's known as procrastination. Now, procrastination is something that I will not say I haven't faced it. I've faced procrastination a lot of time. I get distracted, but not that easily though. But I get distracted a lot of time. But the thing is this: one of the major factor of distraction for a lot of young people like me is social media, right? It's my phone, right? I have to be sincere, right? So sometimes I get to find out that I'm supposed to do a particular stuff, but before you know it, I find myself just scrolling through my phone. I can say, okay, let me just see what's happening on Facebook, right? I can just go on Facebook now, and I can say, okay, in the next 10 minutes, let me just find out whether I've gotten any message on Facebook or WhatsApp. Before you know it, I'll spend 30 minutes, 15 minutes on that same WhatsApp, right? And my time is going, right? So that is a major distraction I always face, right? But just that someone like me, right, I'm not easily distracted. But tips for fighting procrastination, how you can overcome procrastination. Number one is should I say a timer, right? You should get a timer that will always remind you of that particular time. And also you should be able to find value in what you want to do, right? You should be able to find value in what you want to do because value rules the world. You understand? When let's assume as a student, right, you want to study, and you're getting distracted by one or two stores, sometimes by family and stuff like that. When you find value in what you want to do, when you know the importance, when you place value on that particular concept you want to study, you understand? You get to find out that you easily kill that procrastination and focus on your studies. You understand? So when you need to find value, you need to love what you are about to do. You understand? In order for you to fight procrastination. You understand? So that is basically how I do my own, right? Like yesterday when I started teaching, yesterday was Saturday for us in Nigeria. I don't know for you people there in Philippines, but for us today is Sunday, right? I started like I was like, okay, let me not teach online. I was supposed to teach online. Let me not. I was like, let me not shoot the video. I wanted because I'm trying. This is my whiteboard, right? This is my marker. So I was supposed to come and make videos on questions, right? Questions and answers, right? But I was getting distracted and I was postponing. I was automatically procrastinating. I was like, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. Understand? But since I love it, right? Since I find value in what I was supposed to do or what I am supposed to do here, right? I had to automatically kill off that procrastination. I have to fight off that procrastination and come even when I was not feeling like doing it, I just had to do it, right? So that is one of the ways of fighting procrastination. You must find value, you must love what you are doing, right? You must do it regardless of how you feel, right? That is discipline, right? You must create this sense of discipline that even though you don't want to do it, right, you must still do it at that particular time you're supposed to do it. You understand? So sinister, that is for me. I don't know whether is you are okay with it, right? I don't know, I'm having cough. That's true, but everything falls on discipline. Like discipline is the major stuff, right? When you are disciplined, I don't think procrastination can have a hold on you, right? Because motivation doesn't last forever. Motivation is like an opium, right? Motivation is just like drugs, right? It's just like motivation is just like a drug, right? In chemistry we call that the activation energy, right? This is the minimum amount of energy, right, that is needed for a reaction to take place, right? That is the initial. In physics call it the initial, right? That is the initial. I don't know how they pronounce it, but is that minimum amount of energy that you need, right? That is what motivation does. Motivation does not last forever. Motivation is just like a kickstarter for you to begin whatever you want to do, right? I find value to what I want to do, but consistency is what I really lack in every aspect. Yes, but you can develop consistency in what you are doing, right? Consistency is what will set you apart from those who are driven by motivation. Because when you start something, let's say, okay, when I began my when I started my YouTube channel, that was 16th of November 2024. right? You know, when you start your YouTube journey, you are starting with 0 subscribers, 0 watch hour, 0 views. Everything is just zero, right? It was it was something that was demotivating at first, right? You know, when you make videos, right? Like spending hours making videos, putting up here on YouTube, and nobody's watching your videos. You know how it feels like I'm not good enough, and thought of quitting, right? But before I began, I was filled with enough motivation. I was watching motivational videos on YouTube, get motivate, start your YouTube, don't give up your YouTube and stuff like that. I started, but when I started dropping videos, I wasn't seeing the result, right? But what set me apart was discipline and consistency, right? Consistency is pushing, right? There's a book I read, because I love reading books. I love books. Like the last book I just read was Outwitting the Devil, written by Napoleon Hills, where he had a conversation with the devils, right? With the devil, that is Satan, right? Because I love reading. So there was a book I read about the compound effect, right? I read the book about the compound effect and atomic habits. Atomic habit written by James Clear, right? James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, something like that, right? Now, the thing is this: when you are beginning or when you want to start something, that is regarding to the aspect of consistency, right? When you want to start something, you get to find out that you start with motivation, you continue pushing, right? You continue pushing, you make a lot of videos, or you write a lot of books and you put it out there, but nobody's reading your books, no one is watching your videos. That is where motivation will start fading. That is why you hear the concept that motivation does not last, right? Because everybody loves results, right? You don't do something with you don't like we do something because we want to see results. But now the thing is this: when it comes to consistency and building an habit, right, or consistency and the compound effect, is that you will not see the result immediately, right? You will not see the result immediately. It is that 1% habit, that is, I'm trying to link the compound effect, the atomic habit, and yes, the compound effect and the atomic habit, I'm trying to link them together. It is that 1%, right, that you do, that does not actually, that 1% daily changes that you do, that is not actually showing, that is not giving you the result that truly matters. Because at the long run, you get to find out that that 1% stuff that you are doing will accumulate, right? And when it accumulates, you get to find out that it will now be big. And yes, sorry, I am back. Sinister, Sinister, are you still there? Are you still there? I am back. What happened was that my mobile data subscription. Okay, wow, we are back. Whew, we are back. Yes. So what happened was that my mobile data subscription got finished, right? So I have to buy new one, right? So I just got to buy data, bought data, right? You know, when you live stream like this, it gets to take your data, so you have to buy new data and stuff like that. So like I was saying that yeah, daily, when you talk about consistency, right, you shouldn't just, what makes people lose focus is that you tend to look at the immediate gain, right? You tend to look at what you gain, or the result, like the fast result that you get to see immediately. This is my 6 month on YouTube. Sincerely, this is my 6 month on YouTube, and I am just grateful that I didn't give up like some of my friends did. Yes, I didn't start YouTube alone. You understand? I started with some of my friends and they gave up. But the thing is, when it comes to Sinister saying that you are lacking consistency, is that you shouldn't just look at the immediate gain. What you may actually be facing is that you are not facing lack of consistency. What you are facing is that you may actually, or you are actually lacking the ability to look in years, right? You are looking at the immediate gain. When you look at the immediate gain, let's just assume what am I talking about? I don't know the kind of explanation to give. I'm looking at the perfect scenario to put in. Okay, let me use my YouTube as the perfect scenario. Or let me even use academics as a perfect scenario, right? let's say okay, there's an exam like I was talking about this JAMB, right? It's an entrance exam that will enable someone get admission into the university. That when you write and pass, you get admission into the university. Now this is how it works. I have a friend that started preparing for this exam. They wrote the exam this year. They wrote the exam in, this is May, right? They wrote the exam in April 2025, 2024, right? Started preparing for this exam in August 2024. Now this guy used almost 6 to 7 months to prepare for this exam, right? Now, now the thing was that he wasn't just looking at how what he was reading, because you know you have to read your textbook, your chemistry textbook, your biology textbook, your physics textbook, and your English textbook. Now he was looking at the, he was already in August 2024, he was already looking at next year April 2025. You understand? So when it comes to this consistency or building an habit, is that you will not see the gain immediately. You understand? So don't look at seeing the gain immediately. Whatever you are doing, I don't know what you are doing, but you shouldn't look at the gain immediately. Just look at 6 months or 12 months, or at least, you know, there's a guy that is known as Alex Homozy. I don't know whether you've heard about him. Alex Homozy is an entrepreneur, right? He wrote a book known as the $100 million, something like that. $100. I forgot about. It's a YouTuber. You can check him out, Alex Homozy, right? He talked about facing whatever you are doing for a period of 32 months. A period of 32 months is almost 3 years, right? So when it comes to building consistency, is that you shouldn't just look at the immediate gain. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. So for those of you that, just I'm not screencasting. So for those of you that will be wondering why I'm saying thank you to Sinister, is that Sinister just says something that makes me happy right now. He says that, let me say something, man. I really see your passion and determination trying to spread positiveness and achieve your goals despite having limited sources. I want to say I appreciate you for what you do. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. It's just my passion. It's just something I love doing, right? When I started my YouTube, if you can get to check my videos from when I started, like, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, if you scroll down to my YouTube channel, to my videos, right, when I started on the 16th of November, check out my first videos, those videos that I was dropping. This was the phone I was using, right? This is the phone, right? You can get to see, this is the phone I was using. You can get to see that it's bad, right? Uh, the camera was bad. I didn't have a tripod stand, but it's just something I love doing, right? It's just something I love doing. The thing is, I am not just looking at the immediate gain, because I believe that me helping people is something that, investing in people is even more than money, right? Investing in people is more than money, because money can finish, right? But people will never finish, right? When you pass out your knowledge, or when you pass down your knowledge to people, they will keep remembering your name. Like, it's something that even when you are not there, they will keep talking about you. You understand? Oh, this guy was the one that taught me back then when I was preparing for my entrance exam. So those stuffs give me joy, right? And that is the major reason I am pushing up on my YouTube channel, right? So when it comes to consistency, don't just look at the immediate gain. Just give yourself years, right? Just give yourself months and just continue grinding. Just continue doing what you are doing, and surely you will see results. Just like I am. I'm seeing little results. I'm getting to connect with people. My subscribers is growing, and currently I am growing on my YouTube. It's gradually, I will be there, but not today, but sooner. So that is just how it is, right? So like I was talking about, creating a realistic study plan, right? Creating a realistic study plan is, like, from what I say, realistic, right? You shouldn't just be delusional when you are creating your study plan. um let's say, someone like me, right? I can read anytime and still understand. I can read in the morning, I can read in the afternoon, I can also read in the evening. But there are some people that read mostly at night, that is in the evening by 7 p.m., right? And it is best explained that, or for you to really understand what you are doing or what you are reading, is that when you are, because you want to follow up your friend. You know, some people don't actually know themselves, right? They don't know themselves. What do you tell yourself whenever you find yourself getting distracted, like something to get you back going? Yeah, a lot of stuff. Like, okay, like whenever I get distracted, understand? I just look at where I wanted or where I want to be, right? I will be like, okay, I am like, what if it is this thing that you will do now, right? I'm going to make a confession. After this, I'm going to give you a confession that it's not a bad confession, but it's something that gladdens my heart that I did it. So what I tell myself whenever I'm getting distracted is that, what if it's this thing that you are procrastinating on that will give you that result you are looking for? You understand? What if it's this video that you're supposed to shoot? You understand? What if it's this video you're supposed to shoot right now that will give you that result? You understand? Let me tell you something that happened. Like I said, I teach online, right? I teach chemistry online. So one day, when the exam started on the, what is it, on the 24th or the 26th, right, of April, when this JAMB exam started, uh, I was at home, right? So some of the, when they are done with the exam, questions will come out, right? And this exam, they just write it in one day. They write it in first day, second, they can use 1 week to write the exams. And students will be looking for questions like for day one. After the exam, students will be looking for questions like so that they can prepare for themselves, those ones that will be writing the next day and stuff like that. So I had access to the day one questions, right? And I started procrastinating. I was like, oh more, no need to shoot this video. I was like, no need. My mind was procrastinating it. But I now told myself something. What if it is this video that when you shoot this video, it's going to blow up your YouTube channel, right? So I was like, why not shoot this video? Why not shoot this video? I was contemplating in my mind. So I had to just shut off, like, just cut off the mindset of not shooting the video. I took out my phone, took out my tripod stand, took out my marker, went to a secondary school, right? I went to a secondary school where, that was during the holiday period. So I went to this secondary school and I set up my tripod stand, like I said. I went live on YouTube and I started solving chemistry questions. You won't believe it that particular stuff I did, that particular video I did, I wasn't ready to shoot that. I wasn't ready to make that video, right? That video gave me the highest views on my YouTube channel. That was 14,000 views in, no, it was, yes, in 1 month. I want to calculate from the time I shoot that video and now, in 1 month I have up to 15,000 views on that particular channel, that particular video. So whatever I tell myself when I am getting is that, what if is this thing that you are procrastinating on that will give you the result? Even this stream that I am doing, normally for me, I would have procrastinated. I would have been like, I don't need to do this live stream. Oh, let me just back from church right today. So I'm just back from church. So I would have been like, I'm tired. Let me just rest, right? But I kept pushing. I just have to set my tripod stand, set up my camera, and yeah, my teaching, right? Talking to you people, and from there I've gotten to know people like Frankie. I've gotten to know a lot of you. I've gotten to even know you Sinister, right? So that is just how it is, right? So whenever I find myself distracted, I remind myself of where I am going to and why I shouldn't just back down, right? So that is just it. It's a pleasure, right? It's a pleasure. Sinister, please, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would have loved to continue, but it seems like it's raining over here. Oh, like, let me show you. I cannot show you the rain. So it's raining over here. You can get to find out that the rain is touching me. So basically I will end the live stream section. I will be ending the live stream section. I don't know when I will be coming live again, maybe next week Sunday, because of my study schedules. As a medical student, I've started my laboratory postings. I'm always at the hospital trying to learn the practical aspects, you understand, trying to learn stuff like that. So I don't know when I will be live streaming, but for sure I drop videos daily, right? I already used yesterday, right? To batch produce all the videos I'll be dropping this week. So I might not be coming live again till next week Sunday or next week Saturday. but I'll be dropping videos every day, and my videos are helpful. I drop tips as students how you can be able to pass your exams. I teach chemistry online, I teach physics online, and I believe my YouTube channel is just a center for growth and just for growth. And that is just it. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's a great pleasure connecting with all of you here once again. My name is Basi Ejogba, and I'm a 400 level student at the University of Calabar, Cross River State, studying medical laboratory science. And in my channel, I help students level up their academic game. I also share helpful tips on the channel focusing on personal development. So if you love content like this, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can help me grow. I really love you, Base. Thank you so much, Base, for your 2K, bro. That urgent 2K will really go a long way, oh, bro. I don't already use money there sub self. I use the sub because I got buy airtime because my data finish. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Base, watch you till the end. Bruce, you were the one watching. Wow. Thank you so much, Base. Watch it till the end. You're inspiring. Wish you well, brother. Thank you so much. Sinister, I just want to remind you never to give up, man. Even if everything shows you to do otherwise. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thompson, I really appreciate Payal. I really appreciate see you when next I will live stream. Thank you so much.